Hi everyone. So I've been in here for a couple of hours today, and then I thought, well, I should get my camera out, although I'm doing a lot of experimenting. So I think you can see that back there. That's a tomato plant that I just put in. Well, I put that in yesterday. And there's another one. And so the idea, and I think I've shown this once before, is I'm going to be using these poles. And what I'm going to do, because there's so little space in here, so there's one of the tomatoes I've already put in place, secured it to the pole, and my idea, let's see if I can step back a little and still show you what I need to show you, is I'm going to run them on those strings, so everything is going to be horizontal. Once it gets to that end, I'm going to allow it to climb, and I'm going to run it this way, and we're going to go back and forth, because my greenhouse is not very tall. And if you've watched my previous videos for the last season, you will remember that the greenhouse was covered as the tomatoes got bigger and bigger. So I'm trying something different. After a conversation I had with my mom, and I thought to myself, well, why can't I just try growing them vertically and just keep them running up the strings? So anyway, we'll see how that goes. And I actually have another tomato over here. Yeah, I know I have my camera all over the place. So there's that tomato. And that was the first experimental one that I did. And I don't know if you can see that. It's already flowering. So I'll show you the progress as we go along. And in the meantime, my lettuce is going insane. So I have that lettuce, and I have the one on the other side. Let me see if I can get a better picture of it. There we go. The place is just really crowded right now, because I'm in the process of transitioning, and I'll show you why. So as you can see, I have a lot of lettuce, but I have a lot of garlic in here, and my Egyptian walking onions, which I should just allow to go flat and start walking, but there's too much going on in here, so I'm not allowing them to do that yet. But what I was going to show you is my garlic. There we go. See that garlic scape? So that one's ready for me to pick. And at this stage, there's another one. And then there's all this garlic scapes here. And as soon as they're all done coiling, I can pick those, and in about 2 weeks I should be able to pick that garlic and then start using the whole space for my tomatoes and peppers. And back to the lettuce. There's so much crap in here that I keep bringing in and taking out. Anyway, now you can really see how I've been picking my lettuce. I don't know if you can see the one in the back, but it's basically the same thing. I've been doing the same thing to all of them. And that has extended the amount of lettuce and spinach that we're getting. and it's maximizing my little space. And as you can see, we are intergrowing with cilantro. There's more garlic. I'm really happy with the way things are growing in here. And I'm amazed that we're getting enough food. And you can see the radishes right over there. Right there. And there's more right there. There's the spinach. And we have some Swiss chard right there. There's another one back there. And we have one more hiding somewhere in there behind the spinach. So one of the things I also want to start doing, as you can see, I have dill. And that dill is getting out of hand. So I need to start picking it and drying it. And obviously using some of it for cooking. I'm going to be making some bread, and hopefully I'll be using that dill today. Or probably tomorrow, because I'm really busy in here. And as you can see, that's a leek right there. And they're really thick. Right there. So it's probably time to pick those, because the leaves on the bottom have started dying back. There's my big crimson red tomato. Oh, I didn't mention that tomato back there. That's the San Marzano. And we have another tiny San Marzano right there. Let's see, what else can I see back here? There's my beets right there. And I also noticed that they're all over the place too. There's another lettuce. So we'll be having some more lettuce today for dinner. What else can I show you in here? I do have some Chinese broccoli right there. There's another one right there, back there. They are a little crowded, but as I start getting things out of here, they'll have a lot more space. And you can see my cabbage right there. These are supposed to be tiny little Tara cabbage. But from what I'm seeing, it's going to get big, probably to the standard size. But we'll see. And I think that's it for now. Oof. Yeah, it's kind of hard to move in here. And some of these are really crowded, and there's tiny little lettuce coming up in there. So I'm going to take the time and transplant them somewhere else where I have some more extra space. Yeah, this has been an amazing, well, it's not the end of the season yet, but lettuce season is coming to an end, but we really enjoyed that. They have been just amazing. And over here, I keep neglecting to show some more of the spinach that we have in there. And I also have little garlic chives coming up. I have an onion back there. I'm not sure what that onion right there. Let's get it into focus. I'm sure that onion is supposed to be. We'll find out together. There's another one right there. And those are volunteers. Now that lettuce back up there. And I think that right there is supposed to be a Tara cabbage. But we'll find out all that together. In the meantime, I need to take care of this garlic. Get the scapes. Here's my walking onions. All right. I have some more beds out there, raised beds that I should probably show you. So we'll walk out there and look at that. Alright, so that's the state of the rest of my garlic. I think the one in the greenhouse has grown so fast because it's so much warmer in there. But these are starting to catch up now. And there is the Egyptian walking onions. We have 2 rows right there. And the rest of them are the garlic. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 varieties of garlic out here. That right there is Mache. And I transplanted some of the lettuce out here. I wasn't sure it was going to make it, but it's recovering nicely. And then obviously we have more spinach out here, and we have some Chinese broccoli. I'm going to transplant that as soon as it's a little bigger. And we have Swiss chard right there. Let's see, what else can I identify? I am not sure. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure what those are yet. I'll be able to identify them here in another day or two. And then we have some onions that are just beginning to sprout. I don't know if you can see that little onion right there. We'll be able to see it in a few days when I do my next video. So there's a shot of the garlic. And then in here, this is still very new. And I think that right there is poppy seeds. Because I remember I had a pack in here and it fell in and some of the seeds fell out. And let's see. I'm just transplanting those today. I believe that's the Tara cabbage. And I believe that's what that is too. And then over here, just starting to sprout, we have the Chinese broccoli. We have more spinach. And that back there, right there, and that right there, I believe those are Nasturtiums. And there really isn't too much to see on this bed. Everything is just beginning to sprout. We have some Swiss chard. We have a row of it there. And we also have a row of Romanesco, which hasn't yet sprouted. I'm having a really hard time with that Romanesco. And then we have some more Chinese broccoli at the end, which hasn't sprouted either. So that's it for now, and we will see you on the next one. Bye, Teenies.